Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the next episode of Lost Galaxies. So before we start and before we get into anything, I wanted to make a couple just housekeeping things. So first off, I messed up, and I will say that is going to happen a lot. I forgot to introduce who the hell is playing. So first off, we have the lovely Tifcre, who is playing Tessa. She is a adorable little bean who loves to stream all sorts of video games. Then we have Voren, who's playing Tifcre. He is the sexy dad of the group. Love you, buddy. Then we have FriendlyEcho, who is playing the Chad, a lovable goofball who is all the scared of the horror games. It is very fun to watch. Then we have Moriar, who is playing Saltise, who is another streamer, who is the... Are those moving? Okay, cool. Did not know that was the thing. He is a lovely streamer that has all the energy in the chaos. And then we have the lovely Darion playing Maroon. She is an amazing, great spot of chaotic energy in this group. So, and then also I am the DM, Elotromariachi. I do stuff on Twitch when I'm not dying. Anywho, so housekeeping rules. For this next session, we are going to be doing a raise your hand whenever it's your turn to speak or you would like to speak or say something. So this will make it easier for the conversations to roll, and it's not everyone talking over each other, and it's clearer and it's a lot easier for everyone to keep track of. And then also for people that read lips and such as that, so they know who to pay attention to. So keep an eye out for the hands, and that's who you will know is their turn, or turn to speak, turn to move, however it goes. So with that little bit of housekeeping, let's get into Lost Galaxies. So, last time, a gaggle of strangers are forced into an impromptu life or death situation when a racetrack becomes a battlefield. They faced overwhelming odds, but not without taking some of the invaders with them, surprising the Minotaur leader with an opening of a grave and having his heart sliced after his chest was open, his head removed, and then the group sadly met their fates, where they met an unknown being who sent them on a quest to figure out who this group was, take them out, and destroy them from messing with the fabric and weaves of life and death. Once they returned their journey, they went to the Adventurers Guild, the Astral Sentinels. Some gold was exchanged, some information was teased if the group did a job. Find an old testing station, kill any of the marauders, salvage some info, and bring it back. They met some very interesting characters, such as a Southern Belle, who was the receptionist at the guild hall, who absolutely loved the group. And then also a very, very odd, not sure what he is, creature that lives in a hole, and he just loves all of the things. So, that was interesting. Now, after having their gold and a little bit of information about a possible job, they made their way to the Sleeping Weasel, a inn that is in the shape of a curled up sleeping weasel. It is in this beautiful red oak type wood, and it is carved beautifully. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And coming down from the shell shock of the immense battle at the racetrack, they begin to realize all the denizens that call this plateau home. There are some that the people live on the outside of the plateau. Their homes are burrowed into the stone, and on the top is the very marketplace. This is where the guild hall is, the city town hall, the all the markets for weapons, potions, items, and such all live around here. And it is bustling. People all have their face covered with masks and such to keep the dust out because there is always sand being slightly blown in from time to time. A very always hanging haze of a light bit of sand. Every now and again, it becomes a little bit more robust and very intimidating. But you see 3 creens, these insectoid, bug-like humanoids with tiny little arms here, and then another set of arms that come out here. You see bugbears, you see dragonborns, you see all manner of creatures walking around that call this place home. And the group finds themselves at the Sleeping Weasel. They are standing on the outskirts of it. And this is where we will continue. What would y'all like to do? Yes, Halleck.
Dragonborn.
As you were coming up to the Sleeping Weasel, would you like to try?
I mean, if I'm not noticeable, yeah, if I would like the opportunity to enlarge my pockets.
What? As you're walking, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh, I get a roll.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, actually, a stealth check first to make sure you are not seen doing this, and then a sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm. And I get to do 2 because I have advantage
On stealth.
Stealth.
Or sleight of hand.
Stealth.
Okay, so stealth, it would be advantage, and then sleight of hand. Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad. That one's a 2.
Oh.
But don't worry, there was a +2, so it was a 4.
Okay, so stealth check, gotcha. So 4.
18 + 2, 20.
Okay, so you believe you're pretty stealthy. You're not really sure if someone's paying attention. Who really ever looks down? But you go up to this dragonborn, you notice that there's a small little chain that's hanging a little farther down. You're not entirely sure what it is, but you... And it's this very ornate gold inlaid watch with silver intricate designs in it. It's a nice little memento, and you quickly pocket it and continue on your way. Very nice. And at this point, y'all have arrived at the Sleeping Weasel, standing in front of it, and it's beautiful. And they have these huge opening bay doors like you would see in a warehouse where they slide up and they're corrugated in a way. And you can sort of see inside. There's a couple patrons kind of milling about in the reception area. You don't really see one at the front desk yet, but it's more than easily accessible to everyone in the group, even Saltese with their big size. But what would y'all like to do? Yes.
Well, looking around, taking a general visual consensus of the type of species and races that we are currently surrounded by, this is very uncomfortable for me. Very, very, like, Chad is going to be at the point of an awkward, near stiff and silent. Even noticing Halleck robbing someone, no move to help. He's just going to essentially kind of be there looking around like, oh no. And just nudging his 6'1" tall giant self very not so subtly over to Halleck like, buddy, this is not the place to be right now. I know we got that coin, and is this where you really want to stay tonight with these people?
Go ahead.
No, not really, because we don't know these people, but it's a very thin but. job, money. We have to pay people. We have to overhead. If the job does offer decent money, we'll stay. If not, then we'll just continue going around tavern to tavern doing what we do.
Okay. But if I get left alone here in this dusty place, you know,
I know.
I am not responsible for what happens. So let's just smile and nod, turn in that coin, and get the freak out of here as soon as we can, because it's dusty and gross and the company's not great. Not the vibe we're after. So let's make this quick and...
It's true, but the big one has boom boom sticks. So, but we'll play it cool for it.
Okay, I'm gonna just try not to have an aneurysm and follow you, buddy. So, I am going to reach down, chainmail covered hand, and kind of scoop Talik up so they're at a nice eye level with the rest of the humanoid ones in front of Chad, because Chad's gonna pass on the social of everything about this place. That we're here, and that's gonna give a little look to the very pretty lady I know is holding the coin we were given. Bring here and just, ma'am, all you.
Altice.
I just also kind of want to mention this, Chad, just so you're aware. I'm one behind everyone, so I'm kind of looming over behind you. Just so you know.
Yeah.
That's fine. I am not paying attention to you in any respect at all. Respectfully, you are the last thing on my mind out of every single thing surrounding us right now, so you're good. So, you're good.
Yes, that's not.
Okay, so we're gonna just walk up to the counter and see who's there, who's present for us to speak with. To go ahead, I feel like everyone kind of crowding behind me. Like, I don't know how I became the leader of this situation, but here we are. I'm like referencing to Kai. And Kai's just like gesturing with his feathers, like, let's go. Let's go. Excuse me.
As you walk up to the reception desk, there is currently no one there. You do see a little bell, and right next to it says, "Ring for service."
I'll let Kai hop down and kind of tap on the bell.
Hops down, just goes, ting, 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 ting.
No, oh my God,
ting,
Kai.
ting, ting.
I'm so sorry. You had one
Couple moments go by, and then you hear, "What? Who's that? One moment." And you see this tall, lanky, skinny furbolg just start quietly walking out. Has these long, droopy ears, kind of low jowls, and just, "What do you want?"
Sorry, we were sent here with a coin to get room and board.
Shit by who?
The twins.
Those young
I'm like hiding
whippersnappers. You could see this furbolg sort of kind of straighten up. His back goes from here to here. Just, "They better not be reneging on my deal. I will get them. They paid for this place because they destroyed my old one. Let me see this coin."
I gesture forward the coin for them to take from me.
Quickly grabs it, Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's a true, genuine, bona fide astral sentinel. Yep. Throws it behind him. And then you hear, bing! Ow! I'm sorry, dearest. I didn't mean that for you. Although you like it every now and again. Anywho. So, how many rooms would you like? It's all taken care of.
I would have to discuss it real quickly if you don't mind. But maybe
I see
4?
the little small one there.
I kind of step to the side real quick just so Talik is seen.
Yes?
Okay, I have 2 things now.
Yes.
One, I guess I'm gonna be like, ah! And act like a little tiny baby thing. So they don't really pay attention to me. But then can I go over and try and collect that coin that he just kind of flung back?
Are you trying to do this sneakily, or are you just
Acting
going over and grabbing it?
Acting like a stupid toddler. I'll even waddle. You want me to roll for acrobatics?
Give me a performance check to see if you can pull this off. Have them believe that you are a baby.
It's not good, man. I got a 4.
The Furbog's eyeing you. That's a strange, strange child. So again, how many rooms would you like? Oh, yes, you, the handsome one.
Thank you. Many apologies for this tiny baby. It is so small, an orphan. It was dropped on its head many times. It's a little slow, and I'm just gonna gather Talik back up into my hand.
Alec, if you would like to try and grab the coin while you're waddling over there, go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check.
I get a +2.
I believe so, yes.
Oh, I was on 18, but then it rolled a 5, so I got a 7. So
One second, hold on. Let me see if they were paying attention enough. Hold on, what did you roll again? It was a 7?
I got a 7.
They rolled an 8. Just barely. So they you can keep the shiny. You could use it to get you some pacifiers or some lollipops and all that rigmarole, youngin' slack.
Oh, too kind. Let me just come little Tally. Let's come back to Daddy. Yup. And I'm gonna just gather him up here where he can't get in trouble anymore.
I want to see what the mommy looks like if you're the daddy, Jesus. Anywho,
A great
how many rooms would you like? Yes, you pretty one.
I think 4 would do just fine, as long as it's covered and it's not too much trouble.
Oh, 4 will be perfect. We have a pretty big one for the giant mechanical spooter behind you.
That would be perfect.
Okay, so spooter for the big room. I'm guessing daddy and child in another. And then you two will have your own separate rooms. Sound good?
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Well, let me go ahead and get the keys for you. And then leans down, grabs 4 sets of keys, hands them to each of you. He has a giant, big, like card for salties. There you go. You just scan this in front of the door right over yonder, and it'll swoop on up, and you can have yourself a lovely time. Yes.
Saltese will just grab it and kind of scan it, looking at it, and then just look back at everyone else.
So I'm yes. Yes.
I'm going to poke. Mario is going to poke Saltese and go, that's how you unlock the door.
Usually I just stay outside.
Not this
Well,
time.
we can't be
Not
having that. We can't be having that because you are being taken care of, and as long as you have stepped foot in my establishment, sorry, honey, our establishment, you will be taken care of.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Tessa.
Wanted to ask, since you've just been here, how long have you had your establishment here?
Well, the new one is only a couple weeks old, those damn
Oh, my
twins.
Oh my goodness, it's lovely.
The Sleeping Weasel as an establishment, we have lived here for about 5 generations.
Oh my goodness, that is wonderful. I know the last week has been absolutely crazy. Could you possibly fill us in a little bit?
Well, there was from what I recall, there was some big
Maybe
something or other.
invasion? Right.
Yeah, I guess you could call that. It was
Yeah.
something or other at the racetrack, and then
Yeah.
some things came out of there. Luckily, it seems to me that somebody had fought off a couple of them, and then that's when the Astral Sentinels and then the Alliance showed up and kind of took care of the rest. Some apparently had gotten away and had been gone into hiding, and there have been searches for it, but that's about all we know publicly. I tend to keep my ear to the grindstone when it comes to gossip and rumors.
That's fair. That's fair enough. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course, have yourselves a lovely night.
We're all ready to check in. I'm sure the little ones are actually super tired right now too. So thank you so much for your hospitality. It's appreciated.
He just walks off.
You're a little.
So you each now have a room. Saltese, you go to this large docking door and you put the card in front of it, and you see this mechanical, it almost looks like a glass orb, but on the inside it has this floating ball of energy, and it laser focuses in onto that card, and it scans it, and then you just hear a voice go, "Welcome to the Lodge as Suite for you large sons of bitches. Have a lovely stay." And then the door opens, and it's a pretty spacious room. It has large Alaskan sized beds, and it has a beautiful view outside. You actually realize you were in the head of the weasel, and you are looking out one of its eyes. You are in the suite there. Is there anything that you would like to do as you are coming to rest? Because at this point in the day, it's starting to get into the late afternoon. It's not entirely night yet, but it's starting to get to that point where the sun is slowly going down.
Well, this is gonna be a long night for me. I'm gonna look out the window just to see if it's a tactical vantage point.
From what you see, you are at street level. It's not necessarily all that open. You see other buildings kind of in the way. You see a general bit of a hustle and bustle of people coming and going. You're not sure what they're doing. Some look like they're getting home from a job or going to a job. You see every now and again a couple of the Alliance soldiers walking around, kind of keeping an eye on things, not necessarily in a state of high alert, but they are very much a presence.
Curious.
Is there anything else you would like to do before?
Just I want to set my internal timer to alert me when it is 2 hours before sunrise, because that's when I want to become active again.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So next, Maroon, you take your card and you see, or your key, and you see that it has the number 13 on it, and you see a sign that says 1 to 12, 13 to 20. So you head upstairs and you find the door and you put the key in, unlock it, and you see a pretty rustic, nice little room. It has a queen bed and it has this very slatted roof where it has little bits that have been taken out of it so that you can see the sun coming through. You see that it's slowly starting to fade, get a little darker. It's this beautiful ambient light, and it feels very cozy. Is there anything you would like to do while you're in here? Or would you like to just take a rest?
Okay. So Maroon walks in and she goes, "Wow, this is good." All right. And then she closes the door. All the safetiness of the closings and stuff, and she like is going to barricade both the door and the window.
Mm-hmm.
And she takes her big pouch of coins, sits on the bed, and then she goes, "Oh, that was something. Okay, but I have all this coin. The robot did not care about it, and I care about it, so I think it's good with me. But should I share with the others? I mean, they're paying for the room. Okay, I think I have a proposition for them, so I'm good. We'll talk maybe breakfast. That, yeah. Sleeps.
Just shiny. Oh, you head down to sleep. Tessa,
Like-
you look. Oh,
She falls asleep holding the coins like.
nice. So, Tessa, you see the number on yours is 9. So you stay on the first level. You make your way through some halls, and you get to the room that has 9 on it. You open it, and it's this very oddly shaped. It's almost half oval. So you figure you're probably somewhere like in the ribs where it's curled up, and it's on the side, and it has this very lovely painting on the wall, and it's of the proprietors. It's when they were younger. It's almost like American Gothic, where it's like they're holding a pitchfork, but instead of a pitchfork, it's this very odd looking walking stick, and it has a gem at the top.
Ooh.
And you see his wife is this very beautiful looking furbog. She has this like pink streak in her hair, and her hair comes all the way down, and she's in these very not lavish robes, but they are very comfy and they look nice. And he is almost in the same thing, but it's a little bit darker. She's more in brightly colors. He's a little dark. And he has this big, giant bush mop of hair. And when you saw him earlier, you noticed it was very thin. It was thin, it was gray. It was like, he was a looker when he was younger. And you also see that the bed is this queen size, has a bunch of pillows on it, and there is a small little candelabra that is hanging just in the air, casting ambient light. And you also see off to the side that there is a small closet in the room, and it's a very nice space. It's warm, it's cozy. What would you like to do if you would like to do anything before you go to sleep?
I let Kai immediately find his spot. I claim no such thing. Kai has to find where they would like to lay down, relax, take nest, take space, and everything like that. So I'm kind of walking into the space and just waiting for a second for Kai to like.
He pops off your shoulder and finds this little nook at the very edge of the room where it's looking at the door, and he has a very wide of everything else. But it's this little nook where it has this, not like a bookshelf, but a little piece of wood that comes out. It was probably a design for airflow or something. You're not entirely sure what it's used for, but perfect spot for him. And he's sitting above, and he just goes, "Oh yeah, I can get used to this." You're all good.
He's comfortable. Now that he's comfortable, I come over with like my bag of bits and baubles that I pull out from nowhere. So I'm watching Kai and pull out a trinket and tell Kai and gesture to him like, "You did good. Thank you for taking care and just being a part of this. And like, you can rest now. Everything's fine." But I walk away, let him have his moment with his trinkets and his baubles.
He sees you take out the trinkets, and once you say you did good and you can rest now, his entire body just slumps. Immediately, you hear a soft, and you can see his chest just slightly rising. He hasn't gone into details of what he experienced. He told you the general gist of it.
Yeah.
But he went through a lot. You can always talk to him about it later, but he hasn't opened up about it. But you could tell he was only staying awake for pure worry about you. And then once you said you're good and he can go, out.
He got his shinies in night-night. I kind of assess that I'm comfortable in the space and feel comfortable. I make sure the door's locked and everything, and sit up in the middle of the bed with my lantern. I would like to take a moment to use my chaos friend.
Ooh, okay. So, you are casting Commune.
I am casting Commune. I am.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
All right. Ten.
Okay. What are your 3 questions?
Do you know the entity that spoke to us?
You do not get words, but you get the feeling of, There's
a general gist and idea. It's proceeding forward safe.
With that one, you get, it almost feels hesitation, but not in they don't know how to answer, but is anything in this life ever really safe to continue?
So true. So true.
What is your last question?
Last question. Do you still wish to guide me?
You don't get an answer as in a feeling. You get this feeling that someone literally just went like this to your head.
Yeah. Listen,
As
I
if to
thought I
say,
asked.
no, duh.
Yeah, okay, all right. Roughly goes off. You know I have to ask.
As the spell comes to an end, you see the light that had brightened when you cast it slowly dims, and you see inside of it where the flame would be, you see this, it almost looks like the galaxy, but it's also filled with elements, fire, air, water, lightning, earth, disappearing, reappearing, almost as if creation, small sliver of it, was floating in that lantern. And it slowly dims and just returns to what looks like just a normal flame.
I scoff and I'm content with the answer. I'm like, I don't know why she expects me to ask anything else. I need the reassurance. And lay back. We'll figure it out in the morning. I don't know where I'm gonna go, but it must be okay to keep going. I lay down, look over to Kai, and just kind of lay down for the night. Kai's still chilling. If Kai can sleep, I can sleep.
So then you drift off. Halleck and the Chad, you get the number 4. And when you look for it, you notice it should be on the first floor. You don't really see it. So as you're walking around, you're lost and you are completely like, how would it? I'm confused. What do you do?
I still have baby Halleck bouncing in my arms because people can fucking see us. What the fuck do we do? I'm not seeing it.
You
Are we-
see the proprietor kind of walking around, just kind of shuffling.
Yeah, toddler, shut up. Good. Yeah, slowly walk up. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, yes. Oh, you're the, yes. What
Yes.
you need?
I was just having a little trouble finding our room, and this little guy's pretty tired, wanting to lay down. So I was hoping you might be able to help us. We have room 4.
Yes. For some reason, whenever we were building this thing, we didn't take into account that we had a little bit of extra space, and we made a 4 and kind of miscounted, and there was a whole mistake of I shouldn't have let my cousin do the floor plans. But number 4 is this way. Follow me.
And he leads you almost to the very back of the tavern. And there's this door that has 4 on it. And he takes the key, opens it, and he goes,
I thought you would want a little bit more privacy. You know, children, they can get loud and they can be annoying
Yes.
sometimes to other patrons. So this way you can have some privacy and my other patrons can have a good night's sleep. So this is the parent suite, as it were. So enjoy. And he shuffles off.
You kind. Good night. We're gonna go ahead and walk into the room and close the door and yeet that little brat onto whatever's the closest bed.
when you walk in, you see a very large room, and it's in this weird, not escalated, but like slowly, like it's scaling down as if it's going from big surface to a small point. I can't remember the word. It's gonna come to me later, but it's the tail. You are in the tail of the sleeping weasel, and it has these huge beds and has this giant bath that you can see that is curled around in a way, and all these hanging candelabras, and it has a very nice warm ambiance, and you swear you hear like a bubbling brook, almost like flowing water. It's very calming. You're not sure where it's from. You haven't really explored the room all much, but you hear it. what would y'all like to do?
Well, I don't eat him that hard for one. Just kind of, yeah.
I want to check the room and make sure you're awake.
I'll
Roll
assist.
investigation. Or are you scanning? And just
I am
Or
walking
you
around the
checking?
room, checking everything.
okay. Roll investigation.
I also will be assisting.
Okay,
my
so
card.
you can either have separate rolls, or you can choose to give Talik advantage.
I will give Talik advantage.
First one was 16.
investigation- Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good.
Let me roll again. What are you doing? This to me. Go away. Looks like it's gonna be a 16.
So with 16, you walk around the room and everything looks up to par. You don't see anything that would, make you think that there's someone watching or there's any kind of listening devices. It seems like you're pretty alone back here.
Okay, so the room looks good. We have to settle up for what we owe real quickly. So I want to take the pocket watch that I got. I'm going to take 50 gold into my little home that Chad is so gracefully carrying. And I'll go in there for a couple minutes and I'll come back out.
As the nod of agreement, I'm going to take out a small, plain-looking brown pouch from my pack and take 50 gold of my own, drop it in, and it will fall in, but you will hear no noise. It just gone and replace the pack into my pack. I'm settled. Hurry up. We got to get laid in here. You see the bath? Just saying. It'd be a waste.
We're also low on money. And I know that you think with your dick, but we also have to think income. So, I mean, we also have to figure out how we can have more money. So if there's a tavern nearby, we could do like the classic scammy, or we can do the I can drink more than you one that you like to do, which usually starts a fight.
A lot of lizards and
I'm telling you, if you're gonna do the I want to drink one, we're gonna wake up the little clunk thing that walks around. We're gonna see if that one wants to go.
well, we could also do the bait and switch where I just hide you up my sleeve and slide you under the table if someone
I do like
fancy
that one.
looking.
I do like that
And
one. That was
then I
very
can
quick and
drink.
simple.
And I need a drink being on this freaking planet. And you can do what you do best, my friend. And if you are in trouble, just caw and I'll make a distraction, as it were.
I'll caw.
Okay.
2 drink stops for you. 2 drinks. 2.
No promises. But now that we have associated that you are my wee little baby, of how many, who knows, you can get rockabide out of here, or I'm gonna lay you down for a nappy nap, and you can hide in your house as I walk out, because I am not burping you all the way back down. I need a drink.
Does our door go directly outside, or is it like a long hall?
It's basically almost like a corkscrew motion. You were at this point, and you have to go all the way through to get to the entrance.
I'm getting drunk.
I'm not coming to get you. Too heavy. I made that mistake once.
I'm just saying, we need to hide you, or they're gonna think
Okay.
I'm a bad parent.
You are. Put me in the
I don't know
home.
that for sure.
Let's go. Quickly, because I do need sleep.
To pack Talik away discreetly, And I'm gonna back out of the door with a little shush shush. Oh, he's sleeping good, like a log, and close and lock her up. And we're gonna just quietly walk right back out and see if we can hunt down the closest tavern with a lot of alcohol.
Are you going to ask anyone if they know of a tavern, or are you just going to try and find one?
I am going to, once we get back closer to the front where there's more general patrons, do I see the main front desk guy, or is he gone?
You don't see him, but you see what you believe to be his wife.
Ooh. Okay. Right.
She is another furbog. She has a lot more hair, but it's very gray. There's still a very light pink strand strip through her hair, and she honestly looks a lot better than he does. He's all, and she's just sitting at the counter. She looks like to be reading something. You're not entirely sure what.
Straighten my chainmail a little, put on the smile, and gently, slowly walk up. Excuse me, ma'am. May I bother you for some directions, please?
I was. Never mind. What do you need?
Just after a long battle and very long couple of days, I just was wondering if there might be a place nearby where a lonely man like myself might get a drink.
Plus, there's a lovely tavern 4 blocks down, and then you take a right. Tell them Hilda sent you, and they will do you up pretty good. They won't change the prices, but they'll give you some of the stuff. It is called the Midnight Cat.
Hilda. Beautiful name. I thank you so kindly, wonderful lady, for the advice, and I will take my leave of you so you can get the beauty sleep. Not that you need it at all. I'm gonna go have a drink and you have yourself. Turn around.
As you walk away, you hear her just go, "That is how you compliment a lady." And then you hear at the very back, you just hear, God damn it. I'm sleeping on the couch. So you follow the instructions, a couple blocks down, make a right, and you see this tavern, and it looks pretty decent. It has, almost looks like a saloon with a little bit more steampunk added into it. There's like a revolving windmill at the top, and it goes down, and then there's a front facade that has this, looks like almost waving hands, but it's like almost palm trees with big leaves that are just kind of, and you see a couple patrons out front just sitting on the patio porch and just kicking back, having a good time.
Before we get too close, just gonna look down, and now's the time. It is a time for getting the pants, as Talik has to go down and hide in my pant leg to not be seen. So Voren, get in there.
Are you doing this out in the open end of the street, or are you trying to sneak a little bit off to the side and do this?
A little off to the side, not getting too close yet.
We act like Chad is peeing.
Yeah, so we could. There's a lot of guards, so maybe just kind of off to the side, slowing, a little bit of a shadow area, easy walk, and get down there. Just move it over. You can
I'll say that y'all have done this a number of times, that you're pretty adept into quickly getting Talik in your pants, as it were. So you have them in there. You stroll up, and on the inside, it's a good night. There are people kind of drinking, playing games. You see a couple. You see a 3-creen. You see a plasmoid. This weird. It almost looks like goo just moving around, but it's in a humanoid shape, and they're playing violin. They have these weird, strange instruments. One almost looks like a guitar, but it has a curved neck and playing it in all sorts of weird ways. But it's a hopping place, and people are just dancing, drinking, carrying on. There's a couple of card games. You see some dice. You see some darts being played, and you see there's a bar, and you see a very interesting looking automaton. It's almost like a big tube with these like a screen, and you can see eyes on the screen, and they're shifting back and forth, constantly going, "Hey, what would you like? What do you need it? Oh, okay, right. Oh, another bourbon, another whiskey. All right, coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Yes." And has like 4 different arms wiggling out, going over, grabbing drinks, refilling. Would you like anything to drink? Anything to eat? Okay, have a lovely night. That's what you see. What are you doing?
Alec, where are you in my pants? Just so I know.
Not a trouser snake, okay? I'm just holding on to an ankle, but I'm gonna poke you once with a finger, like 2 drinks. Metal finger.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to the bar and try and get its attention. Can I large beer, please?
Eyes were way over here, and then it just. Yes. What would you like? What was that? How many?
One large beer, please.
Of course.
I was sent by a very beautiful Hilda.
Ah, gotcha. Coming right up. You see 2 hands go down, brings up a huge stein. And then you see this black, murkish liquid come out with a bottle. Bloop, 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 bloop. Puts it back under, hands it to you, and this alcohol, whatever it is, you're not entirely sure. It's thick, and it has a smell to it. Like, before you even put it up to your face, you could smell it. It could probably peel paint off of anything if you were to put it on something. Enjoy! Hilda Special.
Thank you. Grabbing onto whatever the frick that is, but it's not going to be strong enough. I'm going to look around and try and pinpoint a table that might be gambling, dice, cards, something like that, but no reptiles and no goo lady.
So
do I see that?
Go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you can find one that is what you're looking for. Because there's a couple games and stuff going on. Cards, dominoes. Yes.
11.
Alec.
To see if I could hop out, like, right there at the bar, since everyone's sitting there, and I don't want to be in sight of an animatronic. I'm pretty sure I might get spotted. So then I could just hug the bar and go back and forth and go to close tables as I go.
1 second. Yes, Saltese.
No, I was just looking.
Oh, okay. You gave me the signal. Okay. So, what did you roll for your perception?
Me or Alec?
You
I
were looking
11.
11. You see a couple games going on. There's a couple dice games. You see some card games. You see a game you're not entirely sure what it is. You notice they have. Oh, sorry. You see some dominoes. You see some cards, and then you see a game where they have cups and dice, and they're shaking. Put them on the ground, or on the table. Not entirely sure what that is. You might have a vague memory of trying it before, but looks interesting. Where would you like to go?
Can I roll my history check to see if I have a memory of what it is.
Go ahead. Roll history.
19.
Ooh,
Give me
know.
what is
Ooh,
it?
excuse me. Excuse me. Coffee down the wrong pipe. Lovely. You know that this game is liar's dice. Beating the odds, bluffing, and trying to psych the other players out. That's the game. Are you going for dominoes, cards, or liar's dice?
I'm gonna go the liar's dice, but gently, relaxingly with my cup, which before I get there, I'm gonna take a sip of.
A sip or a chug? Like a gulp
sip.
or a...
I'm gonna take a tester, a little tester sip to see what I'm dealing with. If it
Okay.
isn't strong enough.
Roll a d20 for me.
Three.
3, it hits your tongue, and you immediately just go, ooh. You can feel it, that little bit slipping down your throat, hitting, and then spreading out. If you've ever had Novocaine shots in your mouth, that staticky feeling of numbness is what touches from your tongue all the way down your throat, and you're just lovely. I would smile right now, but I don't have feeling in face. That's how you feel.
All right.
And that was a sip, by the way.
Cautionary tale to the wind. Let's do it. I'm gonna wander over. Can I get in on this next round? It looks interesting. I'm not familiar. Can someone please explain if you don't mind another player? I'm new in town.
So
It's only been a day.
you see 3 other players at this table. There is a lionkin, so you see a giant lion humanoid sitting there with this big, huge mane covering the dice. You also see a lizard folk who is sitting there going, just eyeing you up and down. And then you see this tiny gnome that is sitting across from you. And look up. Yeah, sure, you can play. Do you know the rules? Do you need me to explain it to you?
Yeah, I got money. I'm a little. I gotta walk away. I don't really know.
All right. So what you're gonna do is, you take these dice, you put them in the cup, you shake the hell out of it, and then you slam it down. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to guess a number, such as 4s. And then you're gonna say how many of those 4s you think are in total, including everyone else's dice. And you can only go up each time it gets to you. So if someone starts off with 2 1s, you have to say 3 1s or 2 3s. Can't go back, can't go lower. And when you think someone is lying, you call them a liar. And if they open the cups and we all count, and they were telling the truth, you give up some money. But if you are correct and they were lying, they give up some money. So you sure you want to play?
I mean, it sounds simple enough. I think I'll give it a try. I'll take 3 or 4 gold out into my hand and take a seat. And might be a little slow, a little first round, but I'll give her it.
All right, we'll give you a little bit of a trial run. Everybody ready? Looks over at the lizard folk, and he just goes, "Fresh blood, I love you." And you see the lion can just, yeah, let's go. They all shake, throw it down. The gnome just goes 2-1. Lizard folk. Lionkin. 4. Your turn.
5, 4.
Ah. All right. That wasn't safe, but it wasn't outlandish. Good to know we're not dealing with an idiot. Yeah, we eat idiots for breakfast. You see the lionkin look at the lizard kid. Really? That's the best you got? Shut up. Do you think anyone is lying at this point?
I think the lion's a lion.
Do you want to call the lion out and say, I think you're a liar?
No, I'm going to take a little small drink and just
Roll another Constitution saving throw. Yes, Talik?
While that's being rolled, can I, by chance, hug the wall of the bar and just kind of make my way down the row of people and seeing if I could pickpocket people?
Yeah. So at the bar right now, what was it? I didn't see it. It disappeared.
30, 20.
So that first sip took you off guard. The second sip, you're like, that's pretty good. All right, so we'll continue with the game in a second. At the bar, there's about 5 patrons going towards where the Chad is sitting, and then there's about 3 patrons behind you. Which way are you going?
Towards Chad.
Okay, so at the bar, the patrons that are there, one looks very, from what you can see of their legs, possibly a satyr. You're not entirely sure. You do see some dragonborn feet because they're claws, and you can see the scales, and it's a little beefier than lizardkin. So you know for a fact that's probably a dragonborn. You see what possibly might be human. You can't tell, just clothes on. And then the last one at the very end is, from what you can tell, it looks like maybe some type of ape-like humanoid. It has furry legs and then feet that look like hands, and they're kind of curled up and they're just there. Who are you going to try to sticky fingers?
All right, hear me out. All or nothing.
You're going to try to get all of them?
All or nothing.
That'll be 4 separate sleight of hand checks.
Okay. I have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. And I get a +2.
So, first one.
Okay. Oh, I'm really glad I have advantage, because that one was a 7.
That second number is bigger.
21. 19 plus 2.
Wait. Oh, okay. So, the first one that you see is the satyr-like legs, and you notice there's a pouch, about, fist-sized, hanging kind of low on their side, that is slowly drooping right below the chair, so right here. You silent, and then pocket it. I'll tell you the remnants of it later, since you're going. Okay, so that's first roll, success.
Okay.
Second roll, and you still have advantage.
Second person. Yep.
This will be the dragonborn.
This one's 10.
Okay.
You roll. Okay, so it's gonna be 10. to see if I can't snag something. If not, just
Gotcha. So on this one, can't really get a good angle on it. You see things on their belt that look pretty valuable, but they're a little too far out of reach, and you know if you go up, immediately going to be seen. So you're gonna back off on that one. Scroll down, you go to the human. Third
That's
person.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, something good. You don't talk about it. All right, so I got a 7, so plus 2 is 9. Okay.
First roll.
17.
So you see with the human that around like I would say around their thigh area, they have a pouch. One of those where it sort of has a rope around and then the pouch sits on it, kind of like I'm not sure what they're called. Tactical gear, how they can snip them around their leg and they have that extra pouch. Yeah, you see one of those and you pop open the pouch, look in, you find a golden bracelet that to you is, about the size of your face, but it's pretty decent size. Has a little diamond in the inlay. Very nice. All good. The last one. Fourth one. And this is the one that is some type of ape-like humanoid because they have the hands for feet.
Okay. So that one's going to be a 10. So we got to re-roll because I have advantage. $20.
Dirty or natural?
Dirty.
Okay. Dear Lord, you've been saved by that advantage. So, with this one, you notice that there is a little anklet on one of their ankles, and you pop the pin, quickly slide it off. You notice that their foot kind of twitches, but then you see another hand come down and just scratch. And then they pull back up, and then they kind of stretch and move around. Don't really notice anything. Yeah. Going back to the table game. All right, so you took another swig. Are you waiting for the next round to start, or are you going to call the lion?
I'm gonna call the lion a liar.
Okay.
Nice.
So, all right. So how do you say it?
I don't really know exactly how this goes. Like, maybe you're lying. I don't know. I'm really new to this, but I think you might not be telling the truth.
So what I want you to do is roll a d20. I will also roll it. If your number is higher, he was lying. If my number is higher, he was telling the truth.
No!
Oh, I rolled a 7. So he doesn't say anything. He just lifts his dice.
Oh.
He had 2 4s. You lift yours, 1 4. The lizardkin lift theirs, 2 4s. And then the gnome lifts theirs, no 4s. So he had it. Maybe next time.
Didn't you say he said 4 4s? I said 5 4s.
Yeah, but he was still technically telling the truth. There are 4 4s. There's just one more. So
Fair game. Fair
Mhm.
game, gentlemen.
So-
It was nice.
the lionkin takes the pot. The gnome pipes in. Want to go one more round?
Take another drink last round. It was
Constitution saving throw. I'm waiting for it.
10.
You start feeling a little bit of a buzz. You can feel yourself sort of shifting. And you're like, ooh, that feels pretty good. And for the next one, let's go. All right. So everyone puts it down. The lionkin immediately looks down, closes, starts off high. 3 4s. Lizard folk. Four 2s. Gnome. Four 5. What's your guess?
I'm gonna call the lizard a liar. To his face. Great.
All right, roll it.
$17.
Roll the 2. So everyone lifts up. There are none of what he called. He was bluffing and failed, and he just goes, you win some, you lose some. They all had put in about 5 gold. You had put in some, so you get your money back, and you get about 15 gold from them. All right. That's fair. Another round?
It was a very good game, fellas, but I think I'll come back tomorrow night and throw a couple more rounds. I do have to get some sleep, but I'll definitely come back, and if you're here, I'll be in town a few days to learn a little bit more, but you guys have a good night, and I'm gonna get up and little nod. Good game, fellas. And head back to
Good
the
game.
bar.
You
Take
hear
another
the
swig.
lionkin just goes, nods as you leave. The gnome, always happy to be of service. Good game. All right, fellas, let's go. Next round. And then they start again. Another constitution check since you took another swig.
15.
You're fine. All right,
I'm
so
back at the bar, though.
Alec, are you doing anything else? Are you meeting back up and
I was gonna go back to where the original drop-off point was, because that'll be the pickup point, and I was just gonna get the one person on the other side.
all right, so you see from what looks to be possibly a tiefling. They have cloved feet. And are you going to try and grab something from them?
Yeah.
All right, roll for it. Got advantage.
Nat 20.
All right, so you notice that on their calf, they have a little clasp at 2 points and a very nice, like, 6-inch dagger. Beautiful inlay, gem on the butt of it, and the what is it called? The T section has gems on the opposite ends. And you slide it off. Link up back. I'm guessing you crawl back up the Chad's leg, and then make your way back. Go to the sleeping weasel. Crawl back in. Walk back in. You see that Hilda is still there reading a book, and she sees you, and she sees a little bit, not too bad, and she goes, "Oh yeah, that's some good stuff." Goes back to her book.
Give her a nod. An absolutely delicious recommendation. Good night, sweet lady. Good night, and continue back.
Go back into the room. And what are y'all doing before it is time to bed down? Y'all doing anything?
Real quick, how much money?
I only made like a 15 gold, but I embarrassed the crap out of someone, and I got to have that lady's an alcoholic. I've been around a long time, and I've drank some weird stuff, but pretty sure that was about to give me a coma. So you'll be proud. I only had like a third of one drink, because oh my god, how'd you do?
You got 15 gold? I gathered a pouch, a golden bracelet, a diamond anklet, and a dagger the size of my dick. So I think I did pretty good.
It's a big dick. I'm proud of you. Good job. Good job. We pulled off the Connor and Murphy. I was ready in case you got caught. Silent as always. So proud.
So in the
Yes.
gold pouch, or in the pouch, you find about 50 gold and 2 rubies
Fancy
that are equal to about 20 gold each.
Wanna throw all this in home and go through it later, because no one else
Yeah, I'm just gonna
in our
take.
current needs to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna take everything that I gathered and I'm gonna take it into my little home.
Mhm.
Just so that way it can be stashed away. Only good. I'm going to bed.
I'm gonna go drink off that alcohol.
So y'all lay down for the night. Everyone, if you haven't already, go ahead and make sure you put in a long rest so you get your spell slots, you get your actions and all that stuff back. Make sure your health is also back up to snuff. And we are going to take a pause and come in soon with the next part of Lost Galaxies.